I was supposed to post this video earlier today, so my bad for it being all late. But this is part 2 for how to deal with every type of man. I put them in 3 categories, so if you haven't seen the previous video, go check that out so it can all make sense. And I want you to listen to this entire video, so if you have to press the screen for it to double the speed, I'm not saying this for my health and for likes and views. I'm saying this for us to actually grow within this new year and moving forward, and stop making the same damn mistakes that we have in the previous years and listening to these gurus that's only keeping us stuck. So I'm going to tell you how to be your authentic self with all these types of men. However, you show up differently based off their capacity, their maturity level, and their attachment style, or based off their attachment style. So let's just go ahead and get to it. The first one, I would say the intentional man. Because he is a secure man, you give him 100% cooperation. You are submissive. That's not to say that you are gullible and an open book on the first day, but you don't play games with this man. He will give you a warning, but he definitely will leave your ass. However, you don't really have too many rules on what you won't do, because he is so emotionally secure. He will make you emotionally safe. He will validate your emotions. You validate his emotions and don't throw it in his face. So that's the most simplest one. Just be cooperative. Not blindly, but just be cool. Number 2, the natural low effort man. He is kind of similar to the intentional man when it comes to what he will not tolerate. He will not tolerate toxic bullshit because he has a ceiling to what he will tolerate, and how he shows up for himself. He has, he's not a go above and beyond type of dude. And the reason why he's low effort, especially naturally, because it doesn't matter how much of a high value woman that has all these standards and boundaries versus a woman who has no standards, low value, low self-esteem, y'all pretty much get the same exact man. That's not to say that he doesn't have emotions, but again, he has a limit. So with him, you are polite, you are nice, you can express yourself, but you're not overly available for this man. So for the intentional man, you are more on a higher level. With him, you're on a lower level. And depending on who you are, these are typically short-term relationships or situationships. You do not center this man, but you do not tolerate bullshit either, simply because he's low effort. Absolutely not. For number 3, who a lot of women will typically end up with. Okay, so let me hurry up because we're already getting close to 3 minutes. So the situational man is typically a mixture of the intentional and the low effort man. So what I would say is meet them in the middle for how you show up and how much you dial back. So I would go above compared to the low effort when it comes to, yes, you can be warm, you can be vulnerable, emotional, intimate, all of that, but I will go below compared to the intentional for is do not treat this man like a girlfriend or show up like a girlfriend. You can be emotional and vulnerable, but don't overdo it because he will dial back. They typically will tolerate a lot more from you, even negatively. However, do not try to match them or mirror them because they will be a little bit petty and can punish you. Believe it or not, these are the type of men that you can kind of, have them wrapped around your finger just a little bit. I'm not saying too much. And the reason I say that, not because I want you to be manipulative, but by nature, based off how you treat them, is how they show up because they are situational men. Keep that in mind. And that, ladies, is how you show up for all men. I didn't really tell you nothing that was exaggerated or be this way and change yourself. You can be yourself, but just dial it back or crank it up based off the men, how they show up for themselves, or based off how they show up for you.